Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. It's going to be a timeless message for the collective. The channel message that I heard was losses and slow wins. But a very specific message came with that. And Spirit said, something should not be brought to court if possible. Okay, I'm going to repeat that. Something should not be brought to court if possible. Okay, so I don't know if you want to sue someone or someone wants to sue you or take some sort of legal action. I don't think that the court order is going to go in the plaintiff's favor. Okay, so if the plaintiff is going to be you, I don't think you should go through with it. If the plaintiff is going to be the other party and you would be the quote defendant, they're going to lose. Spirit said this is a case of spiritual justice, not like earthly justice. Okay, so that was very specific. We're going to get into that and see what does Spirit mean by that. I literally just peeked at the judgment card. Judgment in the world. Okay, so losses and slow wins. Let me break this up. Let's break it up into two. So let's take a look at someone wanting to take legal action against you first, and then we'll do the opposite second. So if someone wants to take legal action against you or reprimand you in some way, I feel like it doesn't just have to be like court, but it's some sort of like legal action. Or legal can also be, let's say we're operating within a corporation and we don't bring it to the justice system, right? Let's say someone is trying to take issue with your actions and bring it to a higher up within the company. I feel like it's not going to be in their favor. So whether this is court or some sort of higher up, it's not going to work out for them. But why do they want to take legal action against you or reprimand you? The Knight of Swords. I'm hearing a thought crime. If I remember correctly, a thought crime is basically I gotta sneeze. Do I have to sneeze or is it gonna go up? Okay, it went away. A thought crime, basically like someone wanting to take actions against the way you think, against the way, basically trying to police your thoughts. Let me look it up. That's the vibe I'm getting though. Someone is trying to like police your thoughts. You're going against some sort of status quo. What is a thought crime? Okay. A term popularized by George Orwell refers to the act of having thoughts that are considered subversive or dangerous to the ruling ideology or state. Yeah. So you have a thought, an idea that someone feels like is a crime against their status quo, a crime. Somehow you're impeding on their justice, on their way of living, because how dare you state your opinion, or how dare you even think about going against this person. So someone really has a stick up their ass. Okay, is the best way I can put it. I'm hearing a stickler. Someone's a stickler for certain things. Okay, they like certain things to be in a certain way. They want people to follow a certain mold, but you do not. And I think something about you verbalizing, I feel like they sense something about you verbalizing your thoughts and opinions can sway too many people. And that's not something that they're ready to handle emotionally with this Two of Cups here. So, this Two of Cups is also you, where you have that charisma, that emotional, that draw to people to trigger something within them to realize, hey, collective is kind of right about this. I have been mistreated by this company. These policies have been an infringement on my rights as a human being. So we're getting very, very political here. A lot of strictness, a lot of set of laws ruling is going on, and I feel like a set of laws or rules has been in place for so long. This structure, let me put it like that, has been in place for so long, and here you come with this energy to be able to dismantle something, and I feel like someone wants to really take legal action against you. You have the power to sway something. Bunch of cards. So we have the yeah, I can see why. I'm sorry. Ooh, I can see why someone would want to. Ooh, my voice just cracked. Yeah, you see, you got someone like nervous. I can see why someone would want to like shut you up. The Emperor in reverse, the Magician in reverse, right after that. This structure has been in place. The magic of this person's control, power has been going on for so long, and here you come swaying people, really analyzing something within the policy that's wrong and verbalizing it, and then people following suit. Yeah, I can see why they would want to shut you up. Okay, this is literally that. This is the Five of Cups in reverse and the Page of Swords in reverse. Please shut up, collective. That's what they're saying to you. Don't. Because I feel like you found, for some of you, you might have found a loophole in a policy. It's not necessarily a loophole. Excuse me, it's not necessarily like a loophole. It's like, no, it is. You found a loophole that the higher ups or whoever this person going against you has been using against you, against, I feel like you're a part of a group. It's not just you, right? So against your peers, right? You realize you've been getting fucked out of a deal somehow, some way. But it's been, quote, legal in that company, in that building, or in that group for so long that it almost became a part of the policy but unwritten. You know how that happens? Because this Ten of Pentacles here is giving me group like a building where there's a lot of excuse me, like a lot of different operating parts. Okay, so something has been used to operating in a certain cycle, in a certain way, but it's based off of this loophole against the workers. But people usually just come to work and not to disrupt the status quo. But here you come disrupting a status quo, and someone wants to take action against you. When legally, their own policy is actually on your side. So that's why I feel like this is going to backfire. Because legally, if you print out that policy, you got that shit on paper, it backs you up. So they just want you to be quiet, and they're threatening maybe a lawsuit, threatening whatever action, but you're actually protected. And when I say protected, you know, I'm talking about like work, right? Let's say one example. You might get fired. You might have to leave that company, but you are spiritually protected, legally protected against this person. So if they try to sue you, like fire you and sue you, it's just not gonna work. It's really gonna backfire in a way, because this is a case of spiritual justice, like I said before, where if they try to take action against you, the company is gonna tank, or the group is going to tank severely, because you have a very deep story to tell with proof. So again, some of you might be able to stay and have that person booted out, or you might be booted out. However, you still have the upper hand if they try to take action against you. Okay? So I'm gonna move on. If we're gonna move on, yeah. But you, this group here, if someone is trying to take action against you, it's because they feel that you are going against the status quo. You are disrupting something. Okay? You're telling something that does need to be told, but they feel should not be exposed. All right, so my advice to you would be to, if you know you're in that situation, look up the policies, have it printed out, have it on hand, have it ready. Okay. Second group. If you are trying to take something to court, there goes that judgment again. If you are trying to take something to court, let's see what's going on with that. Because again, Spirit is saying, don't do it. Either way, don't do it. You are taking someone to court. What is this? 9 of Cups. Okay, I guess we're gonna take this one too. Oh, these two. 9 of Cups, the 4 of Pentacles, and then the 3 of Pentacles. Okay, it's just gonna be a situation where it's gonna cost more than you have. It's gonna put you, even if you win, it's not going to recoup what you put out. So if that's a risk you're willing to take, so be it. For a court order, a legal order. But, and of course, oh, because, I'm trying to like be sensitive to different topics, right? Of course, if you feel like you have to protect yourself, I'm not talking about a situation where you have to like your life is in danger type shit. Like your life is immediately in danger. All right. I'm talking about something else. I'm talking about like um lawsuits where it's more so about principle. Not justice. Okay. Of course, if it's like a case of justice and like someone assaulted you or whatever, then yeah, obviously take it to court. All right. But I just wanted to be clear on that. I'm picking up on cases of principle right now, cases of conduct. All right, so if you're pursuing a case of principle or conduct, it might put you in a hole. However, if that's something that you are ready to risk, yes, so be it. But I'm telling you, even if you win, you're not going to recoup all of what was lost. You might have an emotional win, like, yeah, you got them, but no. All right, clarify this nine of cups. Ace of Swords in reverse. Bottom of the deck, Queen of Cups in reverse. The Nine of Cups to me speaks about contentment, but with the Ace of Swords in reverse and the Queen of Cups in reverse, that doesn't look very content. Yeah, again, I'm just, this right here is just giving me principle. Spirit sees that you are correct in a situation, but I also feel like they want you to know to just let them handle this one. you know, just kind of take the lesson from the experience, the emotional, because this is cups right here. Take the emotional L, the emotional loss, and the emotional lesson, the double L, right? Take the double L for now, um, and just kind of let them smooth this one out, because I feel like the stress, the financial stress and the emotional stress of you pursuing something via a court or via a higher up is just, it's not going to work for you. It's not worth it, I should say. It's not worth it. I feel like even if you try to contact, let's say you're going back to a company, you try to contact HR. HR is very much on the side of the company, even though they whisper sweet nothings in your ear. you know, I feel like there's just some sort of shady connections that I feel like even if you try to go the right way by getting managerial support, it's fake, it's phony. They're not on your side, and they're probably gonna go back and tell the main culprit who you're trying to go against. Okay, so basically, what I'm trying to say is like, I get it. I get you're trying to do it the right way, but you're dealing with corrupt people, is what Spirit is trying to say. Okay? Some of you are dealing with a whole circle of corrupt people, and they will keep you running in circles. And they will make sure that they financially exhaust you, they spiritually exhaust you, they emotionally exhaust you. They will exhaust you in any way that they can before admitting they're wrong or giving you chump change. Again, even if you win, it's chump change to them. So, oh, this would be a case of spiritual justice. You see? You see? You see that fuckery? King of Pentacles in reverse and the Empress in reverse. Yeah, I'll make you feel like you got a little settlement. I'll make you feel like we gave you this win, but it's really nothing to us. And they know just how much they could have gave you, just how much they could have not gave you the runaround. And I feel like Spirit doesn't want you celebrating a false win. Because again, remember the initial channel message that I got was losses and slow wins. Okay, so you pushing to get a, let's say, a victory on paper, right, is actually a false win because this company or this group, whatever, can still thrive without you and with the chump change that they may give you. You get what I'm saying? I hope so. Okay. So that's what I'm feeling right now. So spirit really doesn't want you to celebrate no sort of false win. They want you to win for real. Like there's a different repayment, a different dharmic reward. Okay, I know you want to see it through with this person, this company, this whatever, this group, but there's a different reward coming. Like I say, you just gotta take the double L right now, the loss and the lesson, and it's going to come back around. Okay, you will be paid back with spiritual justice, spiritual coins. It'll come back in a different form. But spirit does not want you to exhaust your resources trying to fight for principle right now. All right? Yeah. This kind of fell on the side. So we got the King of Wands. It's like, it's not necessarily like, no, don't do it because we get why you want to do it. But then it's not necessarily like a thumbs up because we don't want you going full force. So it's, again, it's up to you. I do understand why you would want to take something to court because it's the principle. And niggas need to act right. But at what cost would it come to you? All right, so let's close this out with a goddess. Overall advice for both of y'all, both groups. Losses and slow wins. Again, if someone's going to take you to court, it's not going to work in their favor. If you want to take someone to court, it just might exhaust you. Cosmic power. This is a case of spiritual justice, something that is out of your hands per se. Mayat. Bottom of the deck is Mayat. Is it Mayat's law? So we're talking about justice, spiritual justice, right? I think it was it Mayat's 44 laws, if I'm not mistaken. Let me see. Let me look it up. I think it's the 44 laws of Mayat. Oh, 42. 42 laws of Mayat. Law. 42 laws of Mayat. Giving and receiving is the message Mayat comes with, if you can see that. I think I don't even feel like explaining that deep. I feel like she says enough. Do I want to read it? I kind of do. I usually don't. But cosmic power, giving and receiving. The 42 laws of Mayat. We're going to read it. Let's see what's in here. Like there's some juice in here. Goddess Mayat represents alignment, truth, and balance. Her name means order. Read that again. Her name means order. Her Egyptian, as her father, Egyptian sun god Ra, rose out of the chaos and put her in charge of divine justice. I'm gonna highlight that again. Goddess Maya represents alignment, truth, and balance. She is in charge of divine justice. I said what I said. Da, da, da. Giving and receiving is spiritual law. I'm gonna just leave that there. There's a lot more, but I'm gonna leave that there. I said what the fuck I said. Okay. So thank you so much for clicking on this video. I hope you enjoyed this read. Please like, comment, share, subscribe, all that helps me get on the algorithm if you feel like doing it. Okay, bye.